fire it up. Live stream started. And live stream looks good. Mike's peeking out nicely. Should I do a test word? Word. There. Let's leave that alone. And everyone's good. Everyone's over the loop. Lineup will be Johnny, Tim, Hitman, Dave, Darren, and Rob. For all you guys that can go back watching, you definitely want to watch because Nelson, the driver, will be out here shortly. Debut, pro racer. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Johnny on the tone. Tim. Hitman. Dave. Darren. And Rob. Hot lap going to Rob, 11:32. Calling it out on Hitman, 27,507, 11:20 fast lap. Dave, 26,509. Rob, 24,509. Tim, 23,508. Darren on the 22 and Johnny on the 21. Second fastest lap overall right now going to Rob Wheeler, 11:32. It's Hitman that has the fast lap, 11:20. Hitman driving White Lightning. Black wheels in the back, white in the front.
Three minutes left.
2 down, 3 left to go. Hitman still on the top. The only one on the 27, 507, 11:15 fast lap. Wheeler, 25,502. Bailey, 25,511. That's our top three right now. Darren on that 23,505. Tim, 509. And Johnny on the 25,11. Second fast lap going to Rob, 11:26. It's Hitman and Wheeler there together. Going through the double-double section, White Lightning out front. And rolling over. Need a hot rod sticker for the bottom of that car. If you're going to show it off that much anyways. See, Darren's got a cool sticker. I've seen it a few times so far this round. Seen it so much, it's almost time for him to get a new one.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left to go. Hitman on top, 26,504. Dropped off just slightly, but he's still at the top. Rob is also on the 26,510 there with him. Dave sitting in that number 3 spot, 25,512. Dave driving the orange and green buggy. Tim in that number 4 spot now, 23,502. Darren, 506. And Johnny on the 21,512, minute 35 left to go. You're good. You're good. Oh, you're adjusting. Brett the Hitman, Rob, and Dave. That's my top three right now. Top two on the 26. Hitman almost back up on that 27. 60 seconds left to go. He's 26.502, 11:15 fast lap. Rob is 5:09, and Dave's sitting on that 25.507. Tim almost now on the 24. He's 23.501. Darren dropping off to 22.503. Johnny 21.508. Ten seconds left to go. Brett the Hitman, Rob, Dave, Tim, Darren, and Johnny. There's the tone. Tim, you are done. Hitman. Darren's still live. Still live, Darren. Keep going. Wheeler. Johnny. 2 cars live. There's Dave. 1 car live. 1 car still live, guys. And that's it. Hitman setting it up for us. 26.501, 11:15 fast lap. Rob 25.501. Dave 5:08. Tim 23.501. Darren 5:10. And Johnny 21.514. I need the driver over my loop, please. I need the driver over my... What is that unknown? Who just hit my loop? Oh, George, okay. Race 2. I need to pull Rob out of this one. Damn! That was JB just hit my loop, right? That was JB. That's not broke. Come on, it's not broke. That's not broke. Good, because honestly, whose car is that? That's Nelson the driver, right? I was going to be taking a break till that got fixed. We're not missing this. Hey, Nelson, just remember all the information you've given to Dylan while driving, and now it's your turn to apply it. I'm going to let this first race go, but when we get to the second one, I may help Dylan out since he's not here. It's nice to see, though. It is nice to see that Nelson, the driver, is out driving. Very nice. Now, hopefully Jim sees this. Jim used to race, Douglas's father. Hopefully we get him out on the track, too. Nelson, slow is fast. Slow is fast. That's it. That's it. Slow is fast. Just to start off with. Okay, there is a speed limit in this race, just letting you guys know. Okay? Speed limit. There is a speed limit. Follow the pace car. Just joking. Here we go. Lineup on this one will be Jeff, James, Andy, JB, George, and the driver. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Jeff on the tone. James, Andy, JB, George, Nelson the driver. Fast group, of course, you know, Nelson's getting thrown right to the wolves here on this one. Andy with the hot lap, 1091. Everyone fast in this group. Everyone in, it's good. TQ markers beside Andy and Jeff right now. Waiting for everyone to bring in their fourth lap. Here we are, we're through, just waiting for Andy. Andy, 27,504.7. Jeff, 504.7. Look at that, both at the top. JB in that number 3 spot, 26,506. George, 25.5 flat. James, 25,507. And Nelson on the 13.513. Fast lap overall going to Andy right now, 1083. At the top, he is 27,503 to Jeff's 504. .315 here left on the clock. Andy now running 28.510, 1077 fast lap. Jeff 27.503, James 26.502. He's got the second fast lap overall with the 1080. JB in that number 4 spot, 26.502. George 21.501, and Nelson on the 12.523. 3 minutes here left to go. Top 3 drivers with TQ markers, and they are all on the 27 now. Andy, 27.5 flat. Jeff, 502. And James, 509. Fast lap going to Andy, 1077. JB in that number 4 spot, 26.506. George, 22.508. And Nelson on the 11, 5 flat. Buggy battle. That's what I just heard. Buggy battle. Yes. It's been posted. Hope everyone can make it. Looking for some epic racing this winter. Some new tracks. I got to step my game up a bit, so there will be a Ring of Fire. Just letting you know. Minute 20 here. Andy at the top, 28.510, 1068 fast lap now. Jeff, 27.502. JB moves in that number 3 spot, 26.503 to James's 506. George, 22.504. Nelson on the 11.503. Second fastest lap. You know what? I just got to go down the line. Jeff's got a 1086, JB at 1089, and James at 1080. 60 seconds here left to go. Top 3 TQ markers, Andy, Jeff, and JB. Andy on the 28, Jeff on the 27, almost on the 28. It's 5:02 right now. JB on that 26. Nelson almost on the 12. It's 11.5 flat. Just getting around. Learning the pressures. The pressures of this. 15 seconds left to go. There's the tone. Jeff, you are done. Andy's done. JB's done. 3 cars still alive. Where James Dunn is stuck on the pipe. Give him a kick. George is done. James and Nelson, congratulations completing your first qualifier. I do think we need to have a little practice session, but overall you did awesome. Andy taking the TQ 27,501, 1068. Jeff 27,503. JB 26,502. George 23,510. James 22,518. And Nelson 11,512. Good job. I'll give you guys 10 minutes. We will do round 2. I am going to do a resort on this right now. So there it is. When we get back, Tim, George, Darren, James, Johnny, and Nelson. Race 2, Andy, Jeff, Brett, JB, Rob, and Dave. 10 minutes, guys. All right, guys, we're going to get going here. Race 1, round 2. Tim, George, Darren, James, Johnny, and Nelson. Marshals, Jeff, Hitman, JB, and Dave. Hey, Tim, I don't know. When you get home and you watch this on YouTube, you might want to save this one. If you look, your name's at the top. Then you got George. George is, you know, still learning in his carpet legs here. Then you got Darren, the big one. You got James in fourth below you. Now, obviously, he had problems last round, so. But this is so you can show off to people later on. We're just going to give Nelson a minute here. Nelson, the driver. He's doing this all by himself. He doesn't have Dylan here to help him, so we'll give him a little bit of time. Where's the wing? Don't you have a wing? Okay. All right. All right. We'll try this one out and see. Tim, George, Darren, James, Johnny, and Nelson, the driver with no wing. Don't worry. Dylan will get a chance to see this. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Tim on the tone. George. Darren. James. Johnny. And Nelson. Hot lap going to James. 1086. Got a TQ marker for his second lap. Calling it out on James on TQ. 27.5 flat, 1086 fast lap. Darren 25.510. Tim 23.512. George 22.501. Johnny 21.512. And Nelson 12.516. .315 left on the clock. Here's James hitting the loop. It's off TQ right now. TQ's made by Andy, 27.501. James currently running 5.05. Darren, 24.511. George, 23.506. Tim, 22.501. Johnny on the 25.09. Nelson on the 11.506. Fast lap going to James right now, 1086. Second fastest lap, 1136 done by Darren. Yeah. Yeah, Nelson, I won't even worry about stopping. If you're just going wide, let these guys go by, it's all right. Wow, well, Nelson's fast lap on the last track was a 22.80. Was a 22.80. Nelson just beat that with a 20.37. Minute 30 left. James running 27.505, 1077 fast lap now. Darren hitting the loop here, 25.510. George 23.502. Tim 22.505. Johnny 25.14. And Nelson 11.507.
One minute left.
Dave, do you want to marshal Nelson's car against the wall there? .35 seconds left to go. James, Darren, George, Tim, Johnny, and Nelson. Amazing. Darren, you're done. Tim's done. George is done. Watch, guys, because there's still 3 cars live at this point. There we go. James, Johnny, Nelson is still live. Nice jump. And that's it. James taking the win on that one, 27.511 with the fast lap overall, 10.77. Darren, 24.504. George, 23.508. Tim, 22.509. Johnny, 25.10. And Nelson, 11.514. Nelson's fast lap from last race was a 22.85. His pace was 11.512. He came just under that, 11.514. But his fast lap improved with a 20.37. All right, guys, closing the straight. Let's get you lined up. Andy, Jeff, Brett the Hitman, JB, Rob, and Dave. Andy currently holding TQ 27.501. This is round 2. I will do a resort also for round 3. And we'll take a 10-minute break after this also. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Andy on the tone. Jeff, Hitman, JB, Rob, and Dave. Andy had a hot lap 1080, I think, or 1079, sorry, was his hot lap. Gave him a TQ marker right away. Oh. It's not Marshall's fault that you flipped upside down, but I really do need to have a marshalling class for guys, for sure. Not just about the flipping of the cars. It's about running with the car, get it off the track, flip it in the, you know, out of the way type of thing. One day I will do that. Maybe I'll make a video. I'll use Tim. Jeff on the top on TQ right now, 27.5 flat. JB 27.503. Hitman 506. Andy 25.502. Dave 25.508. And Rob 23.506. Fast lap overall right now going to Andy 10.79. Only 3 tickets left for the raffle. $1,000 shopping spree. 3 tickets left. Once again, Jeff on TQ, 28-5-10 right now. JB in that number 2, Hitman in the 3.
Left.
3 minutes left to go. White buggy, white wheels all around. Jeff running 28-509, JB 27-503, Hitman 26-501, Andy 506, Dave 25-506, and Wheeler 24-5 flat.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 left to go. Once again, Jeff on TQ, guys, 28-5-10 out there. His fast lap's a 1090. JB on the 27-509, Hitman 26-507, Andy 26-510. He's the one holding fast lap overall with a 1072. And we got Rob 24-5 flat, Dave right behind him 501. Minute 25 pile up there. TQ car, let him go. Jeff getting jammed up with those cars. Waiting for the marshal. Knocked him out of the TQ spot. 27-503, still close. 60 seconds,
left.
he might be able to get back on point here. We'll see what happens. Andy puts down another fast lap at 10:51. Still currently sitting in the number 4 spot. It's Jeff, JB, Brett, Andy, Rob, and Dave. .35 seconds left to go. Jeff hitting the loop at 27-502. JB 26-502, Hitman 506, Andy 510, then Dave 25-508, Rob 509. Here we go. There's the tone. When I call your name, your race is over. Jeff, you are done. JB's done. Andy, Brett, 2 cars left live. And there it is. Unfortunately, Jeff didn't get that TQ, getting caught up in that traffic there, but he did finish 27-502. JB came in 26-5 flat, Hitman 26-505, Andy 26-508 with the 10:51 fast lap, Rob 25-506, and Dave 25-507. Once again here, I'm going to do another resort 10-minute break, guys. So when we get back, it will be Dave, Darren, Tim, George, Johnny, and Nelson, the driver for race 1. Race 2, Andy, Jeff, James, JB, Brett the Hitman, and Rob Wheeler. All right, guys, we are going to get going here in just a second with round 3 qualifying. Dave, Darren, Tim, George, Johnny, and Nelson, everyone else out to Marshall. But first, we sold all the tickets. We sold all the tickets for our $1,000 shopping spree. We need someone to pull us out, too. Or you can't pull. You can't do that. Nope, someone else needs to pull it out. Norm will do it. That's it. There we go. And the winner is Rob Wheeler. Didn't Rob buy the last couple tickets? See, that always pays off. That always pays off. Rob, where's you two? Rob won. Happy dance. That's a $1,000 dance right there, people. Yeah, what was the number? I know it's got his name on it. 987 152. Verification. There it is. It's all over. One of the first 2 you bought. So that was back at the beginning of it all. Look at that. Okay. Congratulations to Rob. Everyone's parts are paid for tonight. Thanks, Rob. All right, so we are going to get going here. Round 3, final round of qualifying. Dave, Darren, Tim, George, Johnny, and Nelson. I don't know. Hopefully Rob can calm down in time for his race. Might still be a little excited, thinking about what he's going to buy. Isn't it amazing, eh? It's always the retired guys that win. All right, Jeff and JB, we are going to move. We're going to move both of you down, Jeff and JB. So, yeah, Jeff's going to go to the RPM. JB, we're going to move you down to, well, you're going to have to cover that hole. You're going to do all that area. You can stay sitting there if you want, but. Straight is now closed. Straight is now closed. Lineup is Dave, Darren, Tim, George, Johnny, and Nelson. Okay, mic's back on. Now everyone can behave. All right, lineup is Dave, Darren, Tim, George, Johnny, and Nelson. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Dave on the tone. Darren. Tim. George. Johnny. And the driver. All lap went to Dave, 11:55. All right, calling it out on Dave, 26:501, 11:23 fast lap. Darren in that number 2 spot, 25:503. George, 23:503. Tim on the 21:503. Johnny on the 21:514. And Nelson on the 16:517. The fast lap of 14:46. Nice. That wing must have made a difference. I'm so glad this is on video. Dylan, mark that 3:21 in case you missed it. Go back just before 3:21. Watch your buggy. You'll never be scared about breaking your buggy again, Dylan. Dad's definitely putting a super tune on it for you. 3 minutes left to go. We got Dave at the top, 26:501, 11:23 fast lap. Darren, 25:509. George now on the 24:508. Tim, 22:508. Johnny, 21:512. And Nelson on the 14:509. Nelson's doing much better this round. This is good.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 minutes left to go. It's Dave, George, and Darren at the top now. Dave, 26:502. George, 24:511. Darren, 5:11. Then we got Tim, 22:505. Johnny, 21:506. Yeah, minute 35, Dylan, just before minute 35. Take a look at that. Johnny, 21:506, and Nelson, 14:5 flat. It's been a while since I've watched one of our races on YouTube. I'm going to go back and watch this one later on tonight. Ooh, that was close. Kept it up there, though. That's good. 60 seconds left. It is Dave, Darren, and George, my 1, 2, and 3 right now. No one on the 26, though, just Dave. Fast lap overall going to Dave, 11:23. Second fast lap going to Darren, 11:35. 35 seconds left. There's the tone when I call your name. Your race is over. Dave's done. George, Tim, Darren, still live. Nelson, keep going, keep going. Still live. That car's still live. The one that's upside down, that's Johnny's car. He's still live too. And there it is. Yay, everyone's in. Dave taking that one, 26.504, 11.23 fast lap. Darren, 24.507. George, 23.5 flat. Tim, 22.503. Johnny, 21.517. And Nelson, 14.514 with a 14.37 fast lap. A very nice improvement on that third round. So there you go. Wings do make a difference, even if you are new. Andy, Jeff, James, JB, Brett the Hitman, and Rob. Rob Wheeler, the millionaire. The thousandaire. There we go. Straight is closed. This is it. Final qualifier up. TQ up for grabs. Andy up there right now, 27.501. It is Andy, Jeff, James, JB, Brett, and Rob. Here we go. If you're good, I'm good. We'll see. This is it. This is the tester, right? Line up again. Andy, Jeff, James, JB, Brett, and Rob. Here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Andy on the tone. Jeff, James, JB, Hitman, Wheeler, Andy with the hot lap, 11:03. Oh, if you guys can see my screen right now, it's ridiculous. People at home can. There it is. James, 28.507. Jeff, 5.10. Andy, 5.10. JB, 27.502. Hitman, 5.04. Wheeler, 22.501. Fast lap
4
going to
minutes
Andy,
left.
11.60. Second fastest lap going to James, 11.63. Very tight right now between our top three group. James 28,509, Andy 510, and Jeff 27,502. 3:40 left on the clock. James and Jeff showing TQ markers right now. James at the top on that 28,507, Jeff 27,501, Andy 504, Hitman 506, JB 26,503, and Rob 22.5 flat. Fast laps 1163, 1063, 73, 60, 1089, 1084. Everyone stepped it up for this last round.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left to go. I'm going to wait for James and Jeff to pass over because they were both 27.5 flat. James jumped up 27.510. Jeff, 28.510. Jeff 27.501. Hitman 506. Andy 510. JB now 25.509. Rob 22.501. Andy still holding fast lap 1060. Second fastest lap James 1063. 2:30 halfway point here. Still TQ markers beside James and Jeff. Blue and white buggy, white wheels. White buggy, white wheels all around. It's my 1 and 2. Hitman driving white lightning, white buggy, black wheels in the back.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 left to go. James and Jeff close together here. James is 28.509 though. Let's see if Jeff's holding 27.5 flat. Hitman 27.505, Andy 509, and JB 25.5 flat. Andy with a new fast lap 10:52. Minute 30 here left to go. We go, James and Jeff both on that 28. 509 for James, 510 for Jeff. This table turn, if you watch some of the guys take this corner
1
through
minute
here,
left.
is so tight and clean. 60 seconds left to go. James at the top, 28.509. Jeff still behind him, 510. Still anyone's TQ right now. Hitman 27.504. Andy 506. JB 26.507. Rob on the 20. Andy holding fast lap 10:52. 30 seconds left. $15 seconds. Andy keeping the TQ. James taking it. Jeff getting it. Who is it? Right now, James 509, Jeff 510. There's the tone. Here's Jeff hitting my loop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Everyone's live still. Everyone's live. Andy, you are done. There we go. Jeff and James, you guys are done. Just looking for JB. And that's it. James taking that TQ, 28.509.2. Jeff, 28.510.4. Andy, 27.506. He finished off with the fast lap, 10:52. Hitman, 27.508. JB, 26.514. Nice driving, guys. Setting up the mains. There it is. When we come back, Dave, Rob, Darren, George, Tim, Johnny and Nelson, the driver. B main, A main group, James, Jeff, Andy, Brett, and JB. So there is one bump up, and we do that in 10 minutes. Going to put the lap timer on for the 10 minutes.
$14.00.
5.6 6.2
10.9. 8.1. 11.3. 11.1. 11.7. 11.3. 11.6. 23.3. 11.6. 11.1. 11.7. 11.2. 11.9. 11.1. 30.7, 11.6, 11.1, 11.8, 11.5, 12.7, 12.1, 11.6, 11.2, 11.4, 29.7, twenty-eight 4, eleven 6, 11-8. 9-9. 11-9. 22.5. 24-3. 11-3. 12-3. 11-1. 11-7. 11-3. 23-0. 23-6. 11-4. 11-2. 11-7. 11-1.
All right, guys, we are going to get going here in just a minute.
10-7.
Nice.
11-0. 26-2.
And that's it. Practice is off. Two-wheel buggy B main is up. Dave, Rob, Darren, George, Tim, Johnny, and Nelson. The driver. All right, so Rob was starting in second on this one, but he is out. He's got some issues. Guys, let's get you lined up. James is going to line you guys up here. Dave, Darren, and George. That's my 1, 2, and 3. Where are you going, Dave? Yep, somewhere there. Tim, Johnny, Nelson. Brett, A-Main, Hitman. I don't know. Just doesn't work. It does. We'll find out. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Here we go. Everyone on the tone. Really not bad. Not bad. Dave, Darren, George, 1, 2, and 3 right now. Tim in that number 4. Johnny in the 5. Nelson, the driver, still in this. Ooh. Orange and green, my 1. Orange with orange wheels is my 2. Yellow, green, white is my 3. We got Dave, Darren, and George out there. Top 3, Dave holding fast lap 11:58 right now. Johnny in that number 4 spot. Tim in the 5. Tim closing the gap up here on Johnny.
4 minutes left.
1 down, 4 minutes left to go. Dave flipping over. Darren now out in that top spot. Till Tim tried to take him out. Jerk, Tim. Jerk. Just watch Dave there with you. Good. Orange buggy, orange wheels, my 1. George jumping out, getting marshaled. That's going to allow Dave to move in the 2nd. George in the 3rd. Watch this car coming up on you, Tim. Thank you. .320 left to go. Johnny, watch out. That's your leader. Orange buggy, orange wheels. You're number 1. Dave, orange and green. Right behind you, Johnny. Watch it. They are close. They are 0.8 seconds apart for 1 and 2 here. Here's Darren going to hit the loop. And Dave, 1.4 now this one. Oh, look at this. Our number 3 car, George, getting stuck in traffic. Everyone liking that wall. Once again, orange buggy, orange wheels, orange and green, my number 2. They are tight together now, half a second apart, 2:25. 2:25 left on the clock. Oh, Dave needs a marshal. Marshall's busy marshalling a car. Dave's still in that number 2 spot. George in the 3, Johnny in the 4. Then we got Tim and Nelson, the driver.
2 minutes left.
There it is, 3 down, 2 left to go. Leader Darren hitting the loop here. He's out front's got a decent lead right now. Here's Dave, our number 2. Darren out front, 8-second lead right now, maybe more. Then we got Dave in that number 2 spot. George in the 3. George 9.5 seconds behind Dave right now. Tim in that number 4 spot now with Johnny in the 5. They're battling it back and forth. Oh, Johnny's gonna need a marshal. Oh, no, he's good. Ooh. So we're getting down to our 1 minute mark here.
1 minute left.
I think I know what the problem is in this race. You guys are all driving too slow. Squeeze the trigger. Faster. "20 seconds left to go. Darren, Dave, George, Tim, Johnny, and Nelson. There's the tone. Tim, you are done. Guys, once you hit the loop, your race is all over. Darren is going to get the bump here. Darren took first. Dave got second. George came in third. Tim in fourth. Johnny and Nelson, the driver, completing his first main. All right, so I need Nelson, George. Nelson, you're going to take Rob's spot right here. Or sit with Rob, whatever. Lineup is James, Jeff, and Andy. Let's see if you guys can do this on your own. James, Jeff, and Andy, my 1, 2, and 3. Then we got Hitman, JB, and our bump, Darren. Good job, Darren. You hear all these mouthy people, Darren? Now you know who to. Now you get to play bully. Now you can be Darren the bully this time around. Yep, no problem. All right, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Everyone on the tone. Ooh. Everyone had a little bit of a rough start over that first table, judging the landing out. James. Jeff, oh, look at this. JB, then Jeff and Andy. Well, it's down those little mistakes. James in the 1, JB in the 2, Jeff in the 3. Andy looking for a place to pass. Thought he was going to get the inside line. Jeff was like, nope, close the door. Not fitting in there. Andy sitting in that number 4. Hitman in the 5. Darren in the 6. Ooh. Getting snaky. JB needing a marshal. Look at this. This is going to drop him back. Andy now needs a marshal too. Jeff moves into the number 2 spot. Brett the Hitman in the 3 right behind
left.
Jeff. Darren with the fumble. Trying to pull out of the way. All right, James hitting the loop. Let's see how far back Jeff and Brett are here. 4 seconds behind James right now. JB sitting in that number 4 spot. Andy in the 5. Blue and white, my number 1. White buggy, white wheels, 2. White buggy, black wheels, 3. Brett now needing a marshal. JB gonna move into that. Nice marshaling job, nice. Got out of the way, fast guys were taking that inside line. JB and Andy battling it out. Andy's gonna move in the 3rd, JB into the 4. Hitman down to the 5 here.
3 minutes left.
Andy 3.5 seconds behind Jeff right now. Jeff holding 4.3 seconds behind James. See if he can catch him here. Fast lap overall going to Andy, 10:66. Second fast lap going to James, 10:86. Getting here, halfway point, 2:30 on the clock. JB taking over 3rd from Andy. Andy now needing a marshal. JB moves in the 3rd, Andy down the 4th. And he fumbles again. That's going to allow Brett to move into that number 4. Andy into the 5.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 minutes left to go. It is James. Jeff now 5 seconds behind James. James home fast lap, 10:64. JB in that number 3 spot, 4.5 seconds behind Jeff. Brett 4 seconds behind JB, holding 4th right now with Andy behind him. Andy closing the door up here on Brett actually. Less than a second apart between those two. Jeff needing a marshal. Gets marshaled back out. JB's going to be right there. 2 and 3 are going to be tight together here as they come across the loop. Here's Jeff and JB together. 0.6 apart. James following them around. That's your number 1. Blue and white. Minute 10 left on the clock. I don't know how much blinking's going on the driver's stand right now.
1 minute left.
There it is, 60 seconds. JB staying with Jeff here. Jeff is our number 2 car. JB the number 3. Brett holding the number 4. Andy in the 5. James following these two around in case there's a battle. 35 seconds left. JB now 1.3 behind Jeff. Let's see what happens. See if he can catch up here. Andy trying to catch up to Brett. Brett sitting in that number 4 spot. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds left to go. JB only a second behind Jeff. 3, 2, 1. Is he making it? Oh, he just made her in the loop though, and he flipped. This is the last lap. That's it, James. You are done. Brett, guys, as soon as you hit the loop, Andy, it's all over. JB is the only one. It's all over right there. James taking the win on that, his fast lap 1064. Very nice driving, by the way, guys, all is. Jeff came in second with a 1081. JB 1078. Hitman 1103. Fastest lap overall going to Andy 1155 and Darren 1118. So James, Jeff, and JB on the top of that one.
$16,300.